Your first day as a Jedi starts with confusion. You didn't choose this life, it chose you. Or rather, a rogue stranger showed up at your parents' door, waved their hand, and suddenly you were off to live in a temple with a bunch of other kidnapped toddlers. The Jedi Order insisted it was for your own good. They believed that Force-sensitive children had to be taken in as young as possible to receive the best education, be protected from their own potential power, and avoid the horrors of forming attachments. That's right, the first thing you learn about being a Jedi is that emotions are the enemy. Did you love your parents? Too bad, you'll never see them again. Did you get attached to your best friend in the creche? Well, get ready for disappointment because attachments lead to emotions. Emotions lead to the dark side, and the dark side leads to, mass genocide or whatever. So now you're a Jedi initiate, stuck in the temple and spending every single day following a strict routine. Your morning begins with meditation because a Jedi's mind must be clear. Then it's off to Force studies where you learn to move rocks and not question anything. During this, the Jedi code is drilled into your brain. There is no emotion. There is peace. Yeah, tell that to Anakin when someone looks at Padme for too long. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. Well, that one's kind of obvious, no? Why would someone willingly be ignorant? There is no passion. There is serenity. Which is why Jedi are the only people who can break up with zero drama. Wait, they don't date. Oh, okay. Anyways, there is no chaos, there is harmony. Thank God we have this, else the name Star Wars wouldn't make sense, right? And my personal favorite, there is no death, there is the Force. Okay, this is rather wholesome. You get to be a ghost and haunt people you dislike in their sleep. At least when you're dead, you get to act on your emotions. Now that you got the code down, your class goes on. Midday brings galactic history and political science. So, yeah, if you thought being a Jedi is only studying the Force and fighting, nah, you still gotta go hit the classroom, read books, and pass exams. Waiting for a comparison between the Jedi Temple and Hogwarts at this point. In the afternoon, it's physical training. Push-ups, kicks, flips, kung fu, MMA, WWE, all of it. Wait, kung fu? Oh, and you better believe there are at least 5 more mandatory meditation sessions sprinkled throughout the day, because Master Yoda preaches about having to be present and in the moment at all times, feeling the Force and extending it through yourself. Now, surely all of you have had a great childhood, right? Slides, fun classmates, birthday cakes. Well, forget about those things here. While other kids are playing with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you're learning to levitate them with your mind. No family, no birthday parties, no hugging, no calling anyone mom or dad, just a bunch of other confused younglings being raised in a glorified space monastery. Now let's talk about lightsaber training. Surely you thought this would be the cool part, right? Wrong. You start with a low-powered training saber that barely stings. You spend hours deflecting non-lethal blaster bolts from droids, and if you flinch or fail, expect your instructor to give you a long speech about patience and discipline while another droid shoots you in the leg. Of course, depending on your personality, you might find all this appealing. But come on, at this point you're a 7-year-old kid and would rather be in space trampoline parks and wrestle with young Greedo. But nah, there ain't nothing like that at this point. 5 years of training and you get to go on The Gathering, a cool Jedi field trip where you travel to Ilum and find your very own Kyber crystal. Sounds like a fun camping trip. You can't ski here as the planet, as that would involve fun, but you'll be all set for your own lightsaber. The wacky droid Huyang comes in, talks about how he apparently even built Jedi lightsabers from the Old Republic, and being a literal caricature of a grandpa going, "Back in my days." With your shiny new lightsaber in hand, it's time for the Initiate Trials. These tests are meant to determine if you're worthy of becoming a Padawan. You'll be tested on your knowledge of the Jedi Code, your dueling skills, and your Force mastery. Oh, and of course, let's not forget about meditation proficiency, because, again, as a Jedi, meditation is the most important skill. If you pass, congratulations! You get a Jedi Master to mentor you. If you fail, well, the Jedi Service Corps is always looking for new members. You'll still be a Jedi, technically, but instead of wielding a lightsaber and fighting Sith, you'll be handed a shovel and become the equivalent to a Jedi gardener, growing crops on some distant planet or working in a library. Not exactly what you trained half your childhood for, huh? So you better pass for your own sake. Now you're a Padawan. You get your own Padawan braid and Jedi Master who'll be the closest thing to a personal parent figure you'll ever get, but also means you get a mentor who will drag you into all sorts of special missions. Some Jedi Masters have this weird habit of throwing their Padawans into the most dangerous situations imaginable. Oh, you just turned 13? perfect time to investigate a crime syndicate and go to the shadiest bars on the planet. Your lightsaber skills are still mediocre at best? Doesn't matter, you'll figure it out while dodging blaster fire on some backwater planet. Though, to be fair, there's no faster way to learn than in life or death situations. And then, suddenly, the Clone Wars begin. One day, you're negotiating peace talks on a lush, serene planet like Naboo, and the next thing you know, you're deployed to Geonosis, where you're expected to fight thousands of battle droids in a chaotic arena, before watching half of all the Jedi Masters present get slaughtered. If you survive the battle on Geonosis, be prepared to be deployed on several fronts alongside the Republic's new clone troopers.